past that time by Sparrow, and the circus is on.
Get into his bag through their offense. It's kind of like very refreshing to watch because it's just pure basketball, like pure IQ, pure textbook basketball, like fundamentally sound basketball. Even the sets they're running, the little sequences they're running, you can even see how Larry Bird kind of called a sequence. He put his arms out like this in the middle of the possession, went down to the baseline, got his pick, popped out, got into his shot, and then just rose up and shot it. Just pure fundamentals. Just I feel like you can learn a lot watching Boston Celtics back then.
The best small forward peak we've ever seen. As Bird at this point, with a 3-time MVP all consecutively, one of the best shooters in the game, passers, rebounders.
Wait, that stat line was crazy. You shooting 50% and then 90% from the free throw line. 26 points a game. He averaged 90% from the free throw line and shot 50%. And mind you, he's a shooter. He's not just getting buckets in the paint. He's a 3-level scorer. He scores always. Like he might not shoot as many threes as people nowadays, but like he's still a great shooter. You can miss a lot of shots. The shot that he's taking, you can miss a lot of those. You can miss more than half of those. The fact that he's making half and he's shooting 90% from the free throw line and he's averaging 26 points. Like back then, that's unheard of because it's like not a lot of people were averaging 26. Nowadays, like you have a good 15 players averaging 26 because the volume of scoring is so high. The game's more fast paced, more threes. You know what I'm saying? But back then, it was more like a mid range game. Gets the best possible shot you could possibly get into the paint, get fouled, and then take the best shot you could possibly take. You're not gonna shoot threes all day. You're gonna it was like kind of frowned upon taking threes all the time, but yeah, get into the basket, get in that mid range, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was back then. So it's like the fact that he was shooting so high in percentage, maybe that's why. Maybe because he didn't take as many threes, but it just shows you how poised he was. Because it's like you don't really have to shoot that many threes if you're that dominant within the mid range and drive into the basket, but even then, Larry Bird is one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time, even though he didn't shoot many threes, which is crazy. But he was one of the most efficient. Honestly, that's like the best thing though. A player that could tell you what he's gonna do to you and then do it. It's like it's just pure like trash talking away, but it's like you're messing with the player's mind because like I really can't stop him. Like he just told me what he's gonna do, and I try to beat him to the spot, but he still scored. He still was successful. It's like I just said, my point exactly. There's certain players that you can't stop. Like it's just not gonna happen unless there's even the best defender of all time. Like you got a Kawhi. Like Kawhi he like in his prime. Yeah, he was a force to reckon with. Like he was tough, but when he goes against Curry, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? There's certain players he can't guard because it's not. They're just too good. It's just too good. Even one of the best defenders of all time, and probably the best defender at that moment when he was in his prime, Stephen Curry made him look silly. But there's Larry Bird too. Like Larry Bird, anybody that's guarding him, Scottie Pippen, he made Scottie Pippen look like a fool. Like he'd probably do the same thing to Jordan in his prime as a defender. You know what I'm saying? Because Jordan's not really an on-ball defender, but it's like he's still good. But it just doesn't matter who we put in front of him. Like it doesn't matter who you put in front of him. It's a bucket. He's gonna get his way. He's too smart. He thinks the game. He has a feel for the game. He's gonna get to that spot no matter what. He's gonna get to his baseline, reverse finish, reverse dunk. He's gonna get to his back to the basket, spin, and get a shot up, shoot it behind his head so you can't reach it. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's Larry Bird. You can't stop him. He's unstoppable.
So the whole team is just stretching, and Larry just walks on the court, grabbed the ball, and started jacking threes like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Like I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, do y'all see this right now? And he made like at least 10 in a row threes, like just in a row, and walked off and sat like he ain't do nothing. Like it was regular.
Yo, I would think I'd be seeing things. Yo, I would have thought I'm seeing stuff. Like I would thought I'm losing it because he's 60 years old and he's hitting 10 threes in a row. Like imagine a 60-year-old picking up the ball and just. That looks crazy. Oh my gosh, Larry's crazy. Like I guess that's muscle memory, but like at 60 years old, you're able to like catch the ball and shoot threes and hit 10 in a row. I mean, I guess that shows like how good of a shooter he was, because it's like I guess you never lose that. That's crazy though. 10 in a row and you're 60 years old, like especially when he had like injuries back in the day. Like you don't think his body's gonna bother him like when he's shooting those shots? He's gonna be able to do that 10 times. Like it's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Legs and just sitting there looking at us. I'm like, yo, this guy's nice. I'm like, man, that's a legend right there.
In a situation where it's like they're down by 10 and they have to take over the game to win. When I say clutch, I don't mean like, okay, 5 seconds on the clock, I'm gonna go and get a bucket. It's like if you're in the fourth quarter and you're down by 20, who are you giving the ball to go down like a stretch of 20 straight points? Who are you giving the ball to? Larry Bird or Kobe? Kobe's game, he has a 3-level scoring. He's gonna go get that 3. He's gonna pull up for the mid-range. He's gonna get to the basket. Same thing with Larry Bird. He's gonna shoot the 3 mid-range, get to the basket. He's gonna do a spin around jumper, spin around, get to the baseline, finish. Maybe do a up and under or a reverse dunk. Same thing with Kobe. He has that in his arsenal. He's gonna go baseline, do that spin. Maybe he do a spin around jumper like Larry Bird. Their bags are very similar. Their skill sets are very similar, I believe. You don't really understand how similar Larry Bird and Kobe Bryant are. Their swags are different, the way they maneuver on the court. But as far as skill set and how they get to the bucket, I think they're very similar. If you're talking about post up, spin around, get around the basket, you know what I'm saying? But like how they get to the buckets and how they take over the game, the easy things that they get to, like their go-tos, they do the same thing. So yeah. But I'm saying this comes down to kind of like who's the better scorer too sometimes. Who has better IQ? Because really, like if you have a task, right, a simulation, let's say, if anybody played 2K, that they have a simulation where it's like you're down 20, fourth quarter, right? You give the ball to Kobe Bryant, or you give the ball to Larry Bird, but it's like you have 2 options. Who are you gonna give the ball to, Kobe Bryant or Larry Bird? If you're in a video game, right? Let's say you go with Kobe Bryant, right? So Kobe Bryant, he's down by 20, right? And it's the fourth quarter. Like the fact that that Kobe Bryant has scored 81 points in the game, right? So for him to get 20 points, he's done already. He's got 20. We got more than 20 points in the quarter before, right? All right, think about that. Okay, and then you have Larry Bird, right? Larry Bird is very good at taking over a game, right? High volume scoring. He scored 60 points before. So him to get 20 or close to 20 or 15, 10 and 10, 15, 10 and 5, he's got almost a quadruple double in 3 quarters he can do more than just score the ball to take over a game and to be clutch. His assists could be clutch. His rebounds could be clutch. His defense could be clutch. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Cole now. That's because of you. Because you're talking trash. You could have had a chance, but you have no chance egging on Bird, because when Bird is locked in and ready to kill, and he's like, I'm winning this game, there's no way I'm letting you win this game after playing dirty like that. It's nothing you can do at all. Like, you just gave them the series. Bobby Knight. When Bobby Knight was avoiding playing Larry Bird in NCAA, that was crazy. That was crazy because he was on Indiana University, but he had to leave because he didn't like it out there. He dropped out of school, came back, went to Indiana State. But Bobby Knight knew who he was going against. Like, he knew who he was going against. Come on, like he had to know. That's why he had to avoid him, and it was very possible because they weren't in the same conference. They didn't see each other in March Madness. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can avoid the guy for 3 years because he knows what he's going to do to his players.
73-61. Antoine Carr will make his re-entry.
Ooh, the way he anticipated that. The way he anticipated that. Yo, he saw that play before it even happened. The guy looked the other way. He saw the guy about to cut. Larry Bird's like, nope. Got right to the spot, right to the pocket where he was going to catch it, and just swipes it out. Nothing else to say. He's just very good at anticipation, adapting to not even players, the other team's offense. He looked like he knew the play before it even happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, he saw an inch of someone moving. He's like, someone's moving into the lane. Oh, that's a cut. I'm getting right to that pocket where he's going to catch it. Swipe it out. Turnover. He thought it was a bucket. Nope. As far as anticipation, he's probably one of the best to do it, if not the best to do it. He's very good at adapting it, like as far as like all aspects of basketball. On the offensive end, the defensive end, as far if he wants to get into somebody's head, he can adapt. He can understand his mannerisms, what will get them upset. As I talked about in the other video, the whole Julius Erving situation, when he knew that Julius Erving was about to retire soon, and he kept on picking on him, calling him old and stuff like that, getting into his head. He's like, Chuck, get this old man off me, like stuff like that. Like, he can adapt to the situation. No, he knows exactly what to say to get a rise out of someone and to stop them from getting to their bag and really having confidence in themselves, and he probably took that man outside of the game mentally. So it's like that's one aspect of even playing defense, because it's like you don't even have to play defense at that point. He's gonna shoot himself out the game. He's not gonna play well if you got into his head. So it's like that's one thing, the mental aspect, and then physically he's gonna anticipate what you do. He's gonna know your mannerisms on the offensive end, once he's playing against someone else, and he's gonna understand what he's gonna do next. He's gonna study your eyes at the moment. He's gonna watch your eyes. Okay, what is he about to do? I can see with his eyes, him looking over there. He's gonna pass it. Yeah, he's gonna pass it. Jumps into the passing lane. Someone takes a step. Maybe he's looking the other way, but takes a step to the right side. He's gonna pick his pockets and go for the steal. Jordan's gonna catch the ball on the 45. He's gonna do his normal spin to the middle and do his finesse layup or athletic finish or dunk. And Larry Bird's gonna get to him when he gets to that 90-degree angle. He's not even gonna get to his 180. He's gonna get to that 90, and he's gonna swipe the ball out. It's gonna be a fast break. He's gonna do an outlet pass to Mikhail, or he's gonna take it and dunk it himself on the other end. And then you got Hakeem's gonna go into the dream shake. I'm gonna swipe that out. You're gonna have Jordan go baseline and try to finish with the reverse layup, his fancy reverse layup with his athletic ability. He's gonna catch him right before he gets to the other side of the rim and swipe that out. The player's gonna try to drive past him. Well, he's gonna let the player drive past him. Well, the player's gonna think that they're gonna be able to drive past him, and the player's gonna go up for a layup, and he's gonna block it because he's gonna anticipate when they're gonna go up because his timing is that good. So anticipation, adapting, team defense, all wrapped up into one good defender.
There's no area of my life that's in darkness, because dark areas is an area for the devil to traffic. If I got a bad week, I call my accountability partners. There is nothing happening in my life that's in the dark. True story. My wife knows, my accountability partner knows. My biggest struggle coming out of the world was dealing with women and lust. And I remember I had to go to my wife and tell her about what happened to me when I was 10 and the kind of life that I live. And I need you to pray for me in this area. A struggle I have right now, and people start feeling some kind of way, maybe a little bit of pride creeping there because of the growth of our church. No, I got to wring that out of my life. I don't keep that stuff in the dark. Ain't no anointing for free. It's a price being paid in private for that. God don't just pour out favor on anybody. There's a price being paid in private for that.